Alright, hey guys, so I'm just going to go over some of these guns in closer view if you want to see it. So first I will show you the Beretta PX4. Again, these are snap caps, dummy rounds. Absolutely nothing can happen with this. So the magazine, you put it in. This is loaded, but not chambered. Now it's loaded and chambered. So you have the safety here. This one has an ambidextrous safety, so you can engage the safety on either side. Nice if you're a lefty, whereas most guns, like the SIG here, are oriented for the right-hand shooter. So you have all your controls that you can manipulate with your left thumb, whereas on the right side there is absolutely nothing. But going back to the PX4, this one is unique in that this has a rotating barrel. I don't know if you can see that, but the barrel rotates, and Beretta designed that so that the part of the pressure or the recoil action is also spent in rotating the barrel over. So this is supposed to give you a smoother trigger pull, smoother recoil. I'm going to be honest, I haven't had a chance to take this to range, so I can't verify that, but I have heard a lot of good things about this. Okay, this is the Glock 23. Let me put the magazine in. Again, see-through magazine. Not Glock standard. This is an aftermarket magazine. I'm just using this because it's see-through, so you can see better. And I don't know if you can see that round there. That is not working today. Let's try that a little faster. Sometimes if you're moving slow, things will bind up. So there you go. Okay, and then this one, this is the SIG 220, P220. This is a 45 caliber round. Oh, and actually I should, there's something I should bring up about these. So there's also terminology called single stack and double stack. So double stack refers to the fact that when you are loading the rounds in, they are offset. You can see that they're offset, so they fit more in the magazine. Single stack, as the name implies, means that when you're loading, it is a single stack, so it's just lining up one at a time down. So that's 45. So this is the slide release here. This is the decocker. So that will safely replace the hammer back in. You can do what you see in the movies where you kind of hold it down and all that, but that's, you know, why bother when you have the safety feature of this right here. Ooh, actually here, this is a very good example. This is why you want to do safety checks. I just manipulated the slide back. I had one pop out. I did it again. It did not pop out. And if you look, you'll see it was actually still in the barrel. For some reason, the extractor did not grab on to this bullet. So that is why when you are checking to make sure the firearm is safe, you're going to rack a few times and check visually to make sure that barrel is empty. And then here we go. This is the Smith & Wesson 686. So I'm just going to round a couple of these, or load a couple of these. So that's how you go in. Now with the revolvers, you actually want to stay away from these areas right here. So you don't want to cover up like this or do something fancy like this, because a lot of the pressure is actually going to be coming out this way. There's a lot of videos on YouTube where you'll see someone holding a hot dog or something like that, and you watch the hot dog just get blown apart because of all the pressure exiting out. Now, it's not anything that you need to be scared of. It's just something you need to be concerned about. So you just want to make sure that you are keeping these areas clear when you're firing. Likewise, with a semi-automatic, you want to make sure that you are staying away from this line here. So just imagine this as a plane that you don't want to go above. So you want to make sure that however you're holding, you're not holding up like this, not against the gun anyway. I know there are some people that their grips are like this, and it goes above that line. That's fine as long as you're not actually touching it, because if you're touching it, then you're having this really fast moving hunk of metal rubbing against your skin, and you do stand a good chance of getting cut. Likewise, with the back of the gun, because the slide is coming back, you don't want to be holding like this, because when you have, you know, something coming out of here, supersonic speeds, it's going to be throwing this back pretty fast, and you don't want to lose your thumb back there. So you want to make sure that you are keeping your hands below that plane as much as possible. Again, if you are someone who holds a grip like this, that's absolutely fine. Just make sure that you're not actually in physical contact with that slide there. And then for some people who may be interested in taking down the gun, just so you can see, I'll show you on the SIG and the Glock, since these are actually pretty easy. So first thing you want to do is drop the magazine. You're going to lock the slide back. And you know what, actually, let me take that back. It's easier this way. So hold the slide back. The magazine is actually going to lock the slide in place. Drop the magazine, and then this is your takedown lever. So we take this down, and then we're going to hold the slide, release, and very slowly push it out. So then you have the lower portion of your pistol, and you have your slide, complete with the recoil rod, spring, and the barrel. I will not take it apart here. I will show it to you on the Glock. So putting it back together is just reversing it. Put the slide back in, lock in place, switch back in, and just do function check, and it looks like everything's fine. Okay, so with the Glock, takedown is a little bit, the principle's the same, but it's a little bit different in that you hold this back. So the other one you had the slide lock back first. This one you're just going to hold this back here, pull down this switch right here, and then you can push. Oops. Do I have something wrong? Do I have something in here? That's weird. Okay, for some reason, I'm having some difficulties here. Wouldn't you know? Oh, I'm sorry. With the Glock, drop the magazine. This is actually kind of one of the features about the Glock that made it a little unpopular at times. And this is the reason why I forgot, is because I was going with the SIG, is you actually need to make sure that this is depressed. So safety first on this one. Absolutely make sure that this is empty. Pull the trigger, and then we do this. So we have the lower portion of the gun. This is the recoil spring. This is your barrel. And this is your slide. And then with the Glock, it's just a matter of reversing everything. So you slide it back in, and since there's no takedown lever, just this little switch thing, this will automatically lock in place. So we do a function check, and everything looks good. Now, the revolver is different in that you are actually not taking it apart. For this, you would just be doing a simple matter of cleaning the barrel, cleaning the individual chambers, and that is it. Oh, and I'm sorry. So with the revolver, I didn't mention this in the other one. This is your cylinder release. So some guns you push it forward, some guns you pull it back. So you will push this forward, and then you can pop it out. And there you go. And if you have some ammunition you want to pull out, you can depress this, and it makes it easier to pull out. Or you can be really cool and just check it out. All right, that's it. Again, if you guys have any questions, just feel free to message me. Thanks.